everybody? Welcome back to game number 2. We have Oboy, and I'm going to have so much fun saying that name, and NoMercy this time around. And it's going to be Oboy killing first. We're going to be going to the Rancid Abattoir, and we're going to be seeing a little Executioner. And first Executioner of the season, I'm pretty excited for it. It's going to be an interesting matchup since Oboy is going to be taking Executioner, and we're going to see Oni from NoMercy coming around. So this is going to be a very interesting, not mirror, but two very, very strong high-tier killers nonetheless. And we do not have to wait long as we see the Executioner coming out here. See that Corrupt Intervention. Pretty decent split. We got the middle gen. Do they see the Survivor over? They didn't see the Survivor stuck on the edge, but they do find another Survivor. Claudette over here. Will they? Yeah, they actually did get some distance, deciding not to stealth it out for too much longer. They will be taking this chase to the shack. Running into shack here. Will they fake it at the window? No, they're going to go through the pallet, not opting to back into it. And we do see double range add-ons from this killer. Sometimes killer's opting to go for range and a little bit of extra duration, but instead they will get that M1. Looks like we'll be heading back into the shack. She's going to get a little bit of a torment going on. Will there be a window vault? No, they're going to fake it and go to the pallet instead. Pre-dropping is very smart as a basement is here, so they're not going to be able to get a shot through the wall there. Extending this chase out quite a ways. A little bit of progress on this generator, but not a whole lot as Claudette takes it back into the Corrupt Intervention zone. There is a long wall here. Good tile, and I believe that is, yeah, is a combine in the center. So pretty strong tiling over here on the Rancid. Will they get this shot? Executioner has their power ready. There's a dodge, doubling back instead, and good job from this Claudette. And Executioner dropping chase, not wanting to waste much more time on this Claudette, as maybe come back to them later. A little bit more progress, so a Survivor has been on this generator at some point. Not even the gen that's the most progression after that, because we see the deadlock in the distance. Corrupt Intervention about to expire here, and killer looking around, not seeing a Survivor except in main building. Survivor's having a very strong start here on the Rancid Abattoir. Very good job. Oh, but it does seem like it might be the Claudette reinstigating this chase. Yeah, Survivor not getting reset at all, or maybe possibly getting the reset interrupted here. And that is Oboy back on that other generator. Will this be a hit at the window? No, will not. They're not going to go for it. I think this might be good dodge there from the Claudette. They're going to make it to this window as well, but they will go down through it regardless. Yeah, and that is Oboy, not Eruption. They're just going to go straight for the cage. Very interesting players. Normally we see a killer go for the hook and then a cage. Curious if they're gonna, because yeah, oh, actually that's not entirely necessary now, because I do believe DS is banned against anything but the top killers. Deadlock stopping them from even getting to kick that gen with Oboy, and Survivors are slowly and methodically ticking down the gens to the side of the map. There is the uncage here in the corner. Claudette getting caught out here. Will that be a hit? The double range not enough there to get the hit. But coming back into the tile, vaulting the pallet, not doubling back into the power, and there's a lithe to get them distance across into main building. It's Claudette doing a fantastic job of getting distance, and killer not having any of it is going to back off and go for another Survivor, as I'm wondering if they're switching plans to try and get as many hook points as possible instead of trying to tunnel out at the beginning of the game, as that Survivor is doing a very good job of keeping distance. Excuse me as I take a Rogue hydration break. Thank you for being sponsored with this Rogue. Use code COTF at checkout for 10% off. Helps us out. Will this mind game pay off? Not able to get the shot. This Nancy is doing a really good job at it. I think this Execution is falling a little bit behind. Not getting the blind with the Firecracker, though. They will be able to get the distance. Going back to this generator, they do fail a skill check. Claudette has been reset, and they do find the Claudette. This is a good Survivor to target. They do drop this pallet preemptively. I'm wondering if Lithe is in play. A little bit 360 action. They do get tormented. Is Lithe up? I don't know if they had time to come off of exhaustion. I think they did, as they got a significant amount of distance there, and I think, yeah, that is Lithe coming into play there. Finishing a third generator, deadlocking that previous one, and giving this Execution a little bit of time to go after the Survivor. Will it be enough? Good hit at the window, not being able to get the fake this time. And this will be a cage again. I guess that this cage does make sense, though, since the server will be on the side of the generators, and you're able to go back and pressure them. Will they opt to apply Colubride to this gen for deadlock and wait a couple seconds? They're just going to go straight over. Looks like they are wanting to apply Colubride. No, they are going to go back for that uncage. Unless there is a for the people here, this Claudette could get tunneled out. A fourth generator, however, flying for these survivors. These survivors wasting no time whatsoever. And we hear the Claudette up top. They might be in a bit of trouble here, since they will stagger off the light, but light will still get them distance. They did take the vault, and they are out. But they stayed at the long wall. Will this mind game pay off? Will they be able to get this down? They do get the down. There is nothing saying this far minus a for the people. Nancy opting to possibly take a hit at the range. Range add-ons coming in clutch there. That extra 2.5 meters getting the hit on Nancy. And I'm just now noticing that the Nancy's name is learning Oni. I wonder if they're going to be our Oni player in this next round. And there is the first... technically, that's the first hook of the game. First death of the game as well. Will they be able to finish this generator here? I thought this gen was the one that was finished. Looks like they are committing. They do finish the last gen. There is no an immediate no way out proc. Only one charge, however, on no way out, and that's only going to be about 20-ish seconds. However, beautiful hit at the pallet on this Nia, and they're going to get a hook on this survivor. They might actually be able to get their 2K without a no-head play. They're not going for a basement play, however. I think they are trying to get an extra hook stage here, get a fresh hook on Nia, maybe find a third survivor and get another fresh survivor and camp them to death, possibly. That would be a really good scenario here for this killer. However, they do come in for the unhook. Will they opt for the tunnel and try and secure the kill, or will they try and get a fresh hook out of this cage, dodging the length of that? I'm now trying to figure out where this cage went. She goes to the long wall. Will there be a potential hatch play here, as they are on the side of the shack? I think there might be, not vaulting the window immediately, but they do have to take the hit regardless. Nia does get a reset. And there we see the first exit gate popping. Will there be body blocks coming in? They are heading towards. There's the body block from the Nia. Yeah, they want to give this Nia up at all costs because she is worth less points than the Kate. Nancy coming in. They want the 3 out here. This is going to be a very crucial shot from this Executioner. Can they get the hit? Nia dodging back and forth. Will we see a double back? Will we see another one? They missed the shot, and that is going to be the 3 out against the Executioner. Only 4 hook stages secured. That is going to be 9 points for the Executioner, and a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is going to be 18 points for the Survivor Squad. A very powerful showing from the Survivor Squad of NoMercy, and that is going to be the end of game number 1. Really strong plays from these survivors. Range add-ons coming into a lot of doing a lot of work there, but that first chase with the Claudette just doing a whole lot of work. The Claudette was the one with the for the people. That is why they never got the reset. Unfortunate, but with that said, that will be the end of trial number 1. Honestly, a very quick trial, to say the least. As you know, we played some games like the Hag game took a long time. We had a lot of games in the previous match that took a while. And that one felt like a speed run almost. The Survivors just going to town on those generators, and now up to the Survivor Squad of Oboy here to try and bring it back into a little bit of contention, as NoMercy is going to be cranking out the Oni to face off against his Executioner. We'll be back in just a moment again. Stay tuned through these ads, all the bits, all the subs, all the donations. Everything helps us out a lot on the back end, keeps things going, keeps production moving forward, and also helps support the prize pool for these great competitors. And we'll be back in just a moment. Stay tuned, folks. All right, everybody. Sorry about that. We had a nasty case of the DBD lobby bug. It's fine. We're over it. I wish they had a vaccine for that. That'd be super nice, wouldn't it? But with that said, we have an Oni match for y'all. Sorry for the wait, but we are back. Hope you enjoyed the replay. And honestly, back in it. Oni right here. Nice little skin too. I kind of like the skin, honestly. It's a nice one. And just looking around for this first survivor, not a bad corrupt zone. A little bit spread out, but not too bad overall. Just trying to find this first survivor. Again, they do spawn together since they do bring the purple shroud. Looking behind Shack and seeing absolutely nothing. No crows yet to my knowledge either. I'm wondering if they might have gone behind main instead. It's hard to say. Yeah, survivors have fully stealthed this out. Huh. Alright, well played. Waiting out the yeah, they were about a minute into the corrupt and they're just now seeing scratch marks. Trying to figure out what survivor might have been on this generator. That might have been the survivor that left early. Unless they find someone here. Yeah, maybe the survivor with scratch marks was the one to chase after, as they are now without a target. And that survivor that was here is long gone. Survivor's doing an insane job of waiting out this corrupt intervention. And I mean, it kind of makes sense. Obviously, waiting out corrupt is already a strong play, but also stealthy against the Oni, denying that power for as long as humanly possible. Also a good play here. Mind gaming at the pallet here, at the long wall, and they do get the mind game, landing the pallet stun on the Oni. Ace, however, not leaving just yet, and that looks like that is a parental guidance, as this, yeah, this Ace has absolutely no scratch marks until now. Trying to mind game this as much as possible. No brutal strength here, as this is a clean kick, so no brutal strength for this Oni. I'm curious what other perks are going to play as the corrupt intervention is just now coming offline as we see those gens become unblocked. It is worth noting is, despite the fact the survivors have a really strong opening here, that Oni is a very snowball killer, and it's possible as soon as they get a hit here that it could snowball very, very far into their favor. As first gen does pop here. No deadlock to speak of. They're going to take this to Jack, pre-jumping his pallet as they do not want to take any chances. And this Oni is just going to be eating his Wheaties. They do have a meat tree over here. Actually, looking at this, there's no combines. These survivors have 2 meat trees. Okay, I misspoke. That is a combine on this side. I was about to say, there's no way they got double meat tree on both sides. That would just be brutal, but yeah, that side of the map is a combine and the other side is a meat tree, so very strong loop. Second gen going down for these survivors as well. Flat out getting a smash hit on the killer and getting a lot of distance here. Oni not wanting to break that pallet just yet as they want to try and make a mind game out of this. Cloud being very patient there, waiting for the Oni to commit to a side, and this might be a scenario where the Oni has to break this pallet. Again, survivors being very methodical here. Third generator falling for these survivors. Oni starting to lose a little bit of grip here as they do need a hit. It takes about 8 minutes to fully charge their power, and we're about a couple minutes in. They're almost halfway to their power, so a single hit here plus a couple blood orbs would be enough to give them their power and give them that snowball potential. But Ada, not taking any chances at all, is already running towards this safe pallet. And the Oni needing a hit here and not able to get anything from these survivors, playing so incredibly safe. However, if they, I think they could zone this survivor. That is a T&L wall. If they couldn't make it to the meat tree, I'm sorry, there's no meat tree on the side, that would be a hit. My goodness, the patience from this survivor is insane. Oni having to break it if they can't get the mind game. She's running back to main building, getting the vault. I can't believe the Oni has not been able to get a hit here. Fourth generator on its way. You can hear it about to pop here. This is the meat tree side. This is the strong tile set. And this is not where you want to be taking chase. Oni, there's that fourth generator. Again, no deadlock coming in here. Oni breaking away from this chase. Maybe thinking that they could get this survivor, but she is already on the other side of the long wall. I'm sorry, that is an Atom. However, hearing the bamboozle, good for the Oni, but the problem is that getting this hit, yeah, this Atom just pre-leaves as they've got meat tree available to them. But I say, the fact that they have a meat tree at all is impressive. This is going to be really difficult to play for the Oni. Not going to get a hit there as they know that they take that swing. Final gen popping here at the end. The Oni desperately needs a hit and a hook here just to try and stave off the loss. They only need a hook and then another fresh kill. That is the no way out procking. Adam going to get the mid vault and going to get it. No way out, about to end. Even if they get the hit here, they need to get it down and then immediately follow it up. Both the executes are on the same side, but these executes are cranking. There's another pallet being thrown. Are they going to have a perfect game where they take 0 hits? Is that what's going to happen here? Actually, Adam left this tile almost... Okay, I was about to say, I thought the Adam left the tile there for a second. This is insane. I can't believe this is the way this game is going down. I thought for sure the Oni would have gotten a hit, but these survivors are playing so safe. They will take a hit here. They have the power, but 1 out. They need to pop their power. They need to find the Atom right now, get the down, and then slug the Ace. But I don't know if they're going to have it in time. There's the 3 out. Ace is running for the exit gate. They are going to get blocked out, but with those 3 survivors leaving, that will secure the victory. They are not going to, even if this Ace gets out or gets killed here, that is enough to secure the victory. They're going to get the hatch. Insult to injury. a near perfect game. Honestly, points-wise, it is a perfect game. That is 22 points to the Survivor Squad, only giving the Oni a single hit that entire game. That is insane. I have not seen that level of precise play from a Survivor Squad in a long time. Denying the killer a hit for that long. I'm not gonna lie, survivors over here in these games are speed running. I swear, my goodness. That was an absolutely brutal game, but with that said, it looks like Oboy is gonna be able to take the victory for round number 1. Absolutely incredible gameplay. I was not expecting that in the slightest, but with that said, that is the end of round number 1. We'll be going to round number 2, hopefully very shortly, assuming no lobby bugs hit us again, but that said, we'll be back in just a moment. Stay tuned for these ads, as it does help us out on the back end, helps us keep producing this channel. We'll be back with Azerov's Resting Place, which I can't believe I'm saying this, we're going to see a Mastermind mirror match. I don't remember the last time I saw Mastermind in comp. I think it might have been the very beginning of Season 5. We saw a single game of Mastermind. I have not seen one since, so I am super psyched out of my mind to see a Mastermind game. So stay tuned for that, guys. We'll be right back. You've been watching Champions of the Fog. Alright, everybody, welcome back. So, reverse case this time, no lobby bugs, very efficient teams. Thank you very much to the teams, by the way, for making these lobbies as quick as humanly possible despite the lobby bugs. We're loading back in as we speak, actually, so we're going to start off with a mastermind from NoMercy here on Azeroth's resting place. And I don't remember last time I saw a mastermind, let alone a mastermind on ARP. This might be a first for me, so I'm really going to enjoy this. And with that said, we don't have to wait much longer at all. Good old Wesker jumping in, using his power to get across the map. And looking at the gen spread here, is this a 4-gen on this side of the map? It is not. It is a 3-gen, so it's standard 3-gen. A little bit lopsided 3-gen, to say the least, but nonetheless. And just checking across there, because again, the way Dead by Daylight works, occasionally a survivor can spawn on that side. So, good job checking there. Mastermind getting ready to use his power. 30 seconds into this game, we do find the A's. Looks like they're going to drop chase with Ada and go after the A's. A's getting zoned out here. Really good job from this mastermind. However, they will be able to find this pallet. See if they try to use their power here. Again, I don't know how effective Wesker can use his power in this situation, but that was a very thick pallet. You know, to be fair, that happens. Ooh, jumping to the outside. Now this Ace is in a very safe spot. Yeah, Wesker's going to have to break this pallet and move on, as this Ace got a lot of distance there. Also, can we just all agree that Mastermind might have the single best set of chase music in the game of Dead by Daylight? Man, this is just a banger soundtrack. Ace doing a really good job getting distance here, taking the Mastermind away, vaulting over it. I don't know if this is going to result in a hit or not. Oh, good job. Mastermind even acknowledging good job with the fake towards the long wall instead. I'm glad this is going to be a mirror match, as I want to see how both these teams handle this killer. And they do manage to get the grab on the Ace, slamming him into the side, and that will be an injury as well as the infection. And look at these add-ons. I don't recognize them off the top of my head. They get the blind. I think what they did there is that hook has an elevated area, and so dropping it on top of there, you actually do get it into their FOV. Oh, trying to spread the pressure on the Claudette and the Atom, but unfortunately missing both of them. And both these servers are going to be able to get to a little bit of safety here. Ace still slowly proccing up that infection. Not sure where the Ace went here. You know, it's crazy. It's a crazy soundtrack and it's super fun to listen to. And then as soon as it goes away, it is dead silent. Oh, not quite able to get around it. There is a second generator popping, zoning the Ace back into the shack. However, the 8% hindrance has taken effect, making it much easier for this Mastermind to get his first hook. And I imagine we might see a basement hook. Yeah, it looks like they will be taking a basement hook here. However, I think the 3-gen on both sides has been broken. Sarver's doing a really good job spreading that pressure around. The first hook coming in for this killer.
Started.
It's so weird having actual voice acting killers because there's so few in the game. But I do appreciate it nonetheless. Now just kind of looking around trying to see if they can see anything at all. No survivors on this side. They do have 2 gens on either side of Shack that are probably not going to be a prime choice for the survivors to finish. However, they do have 3 on the other side of the map. And if they just stick to them, they can leave Ace to die and take the 3-man out, giving the killer only 6 points, which isn't a horrible scenario for the survivors here. Taking a 3-man out against Wesker, I would take any day of the week. That maybe someone might have snuck back here, but it doesn't seem to be that way. I think they're honestly just going to sit on gens and just gladly accept the 3 out. Imagine we'll see a camp to second stage here, and then maybe after second stage secured, maybe go and find a fresh survivor, try and get an extra set of stages, maybe try and make it an 11-point game instead of a 6. Yeah, second stage secured there. Yeah, Wesker's going to go across the map here as they gave the survivors 60 seconds on each of these generators, potentially. There's 1. There's 2. No deadlock. However, this gen is not as finished. There is time, potentially. With about 40 seconds left on that hook stage, they could camp this one out and possibly secure an entire another survivor and camp them out. I don't know if Ace is going to get off this hook. Oh, good attempt. They're using the bounce logic from Mastermind's power, but not able to get it as they do get the pallets done. Oh, getting caught up on that car. However, this should still result in a hit on the Adam here. Yeah, Adam does take a hit there, running to the other side of this truck. Will they be able to get to the other side in time? It looks like they will. We see scratch marks way ahead of Wesker. However, this could result in a really nice hook trade for the killer. Assuming they make it in time. I'm going to assume, yeah, they make this. Yeah, they make this in time. It's going to be right at the end of that time, though. Getting the hit. However, Ada will be taking a hit here as well. Ace, possibly in trouble. Yeah, I'm about to say, you can take this every time. Getting slammed against the fire barrel. And there's the adrenaline proc on the Ada as well. Not able to get the hit, not be able to go through as well. That is super unfortunate. That is a really unfortunate hitbox timing. 1 exit gate. However, we do see that haste status effect. Survivors running to this exit gate. Will they be able to open it in time? I think they will. Power coming off cooldown. There's the... Will they take a hit? They will not take a hit. And they are not risking a potential no-ed here. Nobody able to call it out because nobody's able to see it. The only one around is the Ace. And it looks like they will be stuck with a 1K here, potentially. Unless Ace is able to get to the hatch, which would be a 2-point difference. And there is the no-wed signal. I'm sure the survivors will probably be taking their lead now. As you do not want to come back in for this. Survivors still haven't left just yet. I'm not really sure what they're sticking around for. Unless the survivor's stuck on... There's a chance that this survivor could be stuck on the other side of the map and not able to get out just yet. I don't imagine that's the case because you also have access to hatch. Not really sure where the Ada is here. We know that she was around, but maybe she's at... Yeah, she was on the other side of this map, but she's going to be able to get the hatch play here. Yeah, and that is the 3 out against the Mastermind. Again, just absolutely incredible survivor play coming in from Oboy here. Actually, I will say, I would go as far as say disgusting survivor play coming in here from Oboy. Just really fantastic job there, making sure that this Mastermind was essentially held to just almost no points whatsoever. And now it's a matter of how does their Mastermind fare against NoMercy? We'll just have to see. That's what I love about these mirror matches. But with that said, we will again hopefully be taking a short intermission here as these teams have, despite the lobby bugs, have been very efficient at getting their builds in. So we do appreciate that. And again, shout out to our support staff for keeping this going and keeping my head from exploding with pressure. But with that said, we'll be back in just a bit. If you guys don't know, we are partnered with Pugdom as they are hosting the entirety of Champions of the Fog's Group B season for Season 6. Mad shout out to them, keeping up with all those games and hosting that. We are partnered with them. Go show them some love, show them a follow, show them a subscription. Really helps us out on the back end. We'll be back in just a moment. Stay tuned, folks. everybody, welcome back to the potentially final trial of this match. As not gonna lie, survivors have been speed running these games. They have been going at record fast times on these generators, and we'll have to see how NoMercy squad handles Oboy's mastermind. As again, the win condition for this mastermind is very attainable. It's just a matter of how well does NoMercy survivor squad handle it. And if they can pull off the W again, it's going to be very difficult here, as they need more than, essentially, they need a 4-out in order to get this. If they give us the killer a kill, I think that's it. But we don't have to wait much longer, as we are loading in here. Standard corrupt zone. Gotta say, not bad corrupt at all. Central gen, I would say this is a fairly standard layout here, as the killer spawned on Shack side. However, the exit gates are both on this side of the map as well, so a very similar structure to what we saw in the previous game, honestly. kind of almost identical map layouts, so we'll really get to see how these two killers face up against these survivor squads. Looking around for their first survivor, doing a really good job here. NoMercy hiding out through the corrupt. I imagine also probably being able to split up just a little bit here. Mastermind doing everything they can to get some knowledge here, and not seeing anything, having to go back towards center, maybe expecting a survivor. Oh, I think I saw a survivor peek over a car there, but if that is the case, they are not interested, and they're going to go back over to the side of the map. There is Dwight pre-running out of that jet, as it is a bit of a dead zone, trying to get back towards center, or at least within running distance of center if they take a hit. My goodness. That is an incredibly fast first generator. That's not what I was expecting at all from these drivers. However, that is what they're going to need to do in order to get this W here, as they cannot let anybody die. I just can't believe they got that generator. They found that, immediately banged it out. Again, just showing how good these survivor teams are. However, Dwight going down, kind of similar to last time, within the corrupt timer. And this will be first hook in the center, no less. And now the question is, can these survivors bang out the rest of these generators? That's 4 generators left to finish. I believe it was 3 generators left to finish last time. Wasting no time. This Sin has a lot of progress. Deadlock coming in. They get the unhook on the Dwight. However, it looks like Mastermind is very keen on getting a secondary hook here. A secondary hook would be more than enough to try and hold this match out, especially if you could camp it to a second stage. Also, getting fresh hooks is a vital option here. Getting the hit through the pallet. Kate's going to get some distance, but not enough. They're going to have to stay in this tile in a very unsafe situation. They do manage to dodge the power, though, from this killer. Looks like they're heading back to Shack as the power has not reloaded yet. I don't know if I wait this out. I'm about to say, you got hit last time through that pallet. I would not want to bait that out, and they do find out what happens, and that is going to be first hook coming in from this Kate. As of right now, survivors cannot give another hook. No matter who takes it, they cannot give another hook. That'll be a win condition. So this killer can just chase someone down. Also, they can't let the survivor go to second stage. They do get immediate unhook. I'm very curious what other gens might be getting worked on at the moment. That hill gen is pretty close to finishing, as they've almost gotten rid of the gens on this side of the map. Oh, that was so close, trying to turn and get that hitbox, but not quite able to. However, she might take a hit at the window. Nope, able to get the distance. There's Deadlock on the gen, trying to sneak past and not gonna make it work. And unless there is the decisive strike, which I don't think there is allowed. Oh, I am wrong. There is a decisive strike. I keep forgetting what second chance works are allowed here, but unfortunately, Mastermind don't care. Not able to get to a window vault, and Mia coming in trying to make sure that this killer doesn't get the pickup. However, regardless of flashlight, the killer is onto it. Oh, right. They couldn't vault the window because of Bamboozle. It's a very good point, actually. I didn't realize that. Yeah, Bamboozle blocking that window, so even despite the decisive strike, not able to get the distance they need, and now going on chase with the knee. I'm kind of surprised that they're taking this chase, as Kate is definitely the one that would get killed here. And
too bad you won't make it much further.
I couldn't have said it better, Wesker, myself. And with that said, that'll be a third hook here, a fresh one to boot. That is 9 points for the Mastermind. And with that said, Oboy will take the victory here, regardless of how many outs, as they have secured the necessary points through hook stages. I will say, this is a very, very strong showing of how good Survivor teams can play, because regardless, the Mastermind's doing very well. I'm not going to take away from that, but these Survivors are absolutely cranking the generators and really good coordinated play. Just, again, that win con is very, very difficult to meet. And this killer, again, also doing a very good job spreading out the hook stages, realizing they don't have to kill a single survivor. They can just spread out and get those fresh states. Trying to block the survivor off. I'm really curious as to why. The decisive strike already happened. I don't know why they keep waiting at that pallet. That is the third time waiting out at a pallet has not worked out for them. And this will be second stage coming in here for the Cade. I'm curious, Nia almost going to second stage, so they do get the unhook there. The hook at the hill, or the jet at the hill, has a lot of progress. I imagine that might be the last one to finish. Actually, no, the one that's deadlocked is across this map. And these survivors effectively did 6 whole freaking gens to themselves. Just really well done. Yeah, heading back to this generator after they see this failed skill check. It looks like they will be able to finish this. Yeah, there's the finish generator. There is the haste status effect showing Noed. Will they get around this corner? They will. They get the hit on the White as well, throwing him into the rocks. And for a second, I thought Wesker might have seen, you know, a little bit of seen red there. They're looking over there. Survivor's looking mighty juicy with Noed. However, I think they are just going to take this Dwight to the basement, and they are going to be very happy with their victory. Yep, they finished the exit gate there. Nothing preventing them. As again, No Way Out and Noed is a banned perk combo. And seeing around, see if there's any survivors to either get a hatch play or maybe try and come in for the rescue. But I do believe this will be a 6-stage 1K. Once again, securing. Oh! Cheeky cleanse on the Noed there. Kate, once again, caught out here. Oh, but the Wesker sliding by. Are they going to try and get a 4-man out just to prove a point? I don't know. Oh. Okay. I was very curious there what was going on. These two are having a time. There's that Eerie add-on coming into play, breaking the pallets. Worth noting that White is about to go to death stage. They do secure the death stage, and this is going to end up being a 2K in favor of the killer, as they do get that instant down with their power since the survivor is fully infected.
I'm tired of wasting my time with you.
Wesker, you are such a badass. I love it. Anyway, with that said, that will be the end of this second match today. Really, really well played. Again, GG, congratulations to Oboy and GGWP to NoMercy on a fantastic second round of the day. And with that said, we will be back in just a little bit as we have one more match on the docket today. And that match is going to be none other than Eternal versus Petroleum. So you definitely want to stick around through these ads to watch that, as we will be running a replay for those of you who are subscribed to us. Again, we thank you so much for the patronage. It really helps us on the back, and I can't emphasize that enough. All the bits, all the subs, all the donations, all the ad watch time, and of course, all the Rogue Energy that you buy using code COTF. I gotta say, Black Cherry Lemonade, gotta be my new fave. I got 2 pallets of them, and I am stoked. With that said, we'll be back in just a moment. Stay tuned, folks. You've been watching Champions of the Fog. Upstairs, Nia coming in, but will take the hit. Eruption on the generator as well. Eruption and Cauliflower. Nia does take a hit through the wall. So I don't know if that. Oh, and the dissolution value. These survivors. Deliverance from Claudette. Sprint bursting to the heart.
It's the same with these masks in the one event. She didn't get a mask either.
No!
Like,
oh, the ground!
That, yeah, oh, that was nice. Look at this.
They're trying all of his.
Pokey, nerf Nancy, man.
she's gonna get hacked, maybe.
Oh my god, she might just get hacked potentially. I think she does. Holy cow! I cannot believe.
They do get the spirit reset and they get the down.
Yes, they will get the survivors leaving the trial, and there's going to be the teleport. The Nia, she's right here. The Nia needs to go.
All right, everybody, welcome back to game number 3 of Season 6, Champions of the Fog. Welcome back. We are going to be facing with Petroleum and Eternal. What a great way to sign off the day, and I am joined by none other than Firefly Skies. Welcome to the stream, your debut.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Hope everyone's doing well today.
It's been a pretty good day. First match was really a slogfest. Second match felt like survivors were trying to speed run. And now we get to go to ARP for a Plague Mirror, and I imagine we're going to go right back to the slogfest of just a really, really grindy matchup. ARP, already a grindy setup, and Plague is oof.
I am definitely excited for this.
Absolutely. I love Plague. I am a Plague enjoyer, so I am happy to see it. We're going to be seeing Zaka on the Plague right off the bat, and be loading in very shortly, folks, as here we are on the ARP. Looks like Plague is just kind of standing around. Hello? All right. looks like they are back. They are back with us. All right. Good 3-gen on the opposite side too. So good corrupt. Having a little bit of trouble.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of lag. I don't know, but.
Well, I know there have also been some spectator bugs going on too with Plague.
That is entirely possible, which is super unfortunate because I just want to watch some Plague. Okay. Worth noting is that we do see, I believe that is the worship tablet, so an additional 20 seconds of the corrupt for sieges, and we have a yellow apple as well. So not spawning an additional pool, but they do have an additional corrupt fountain, and they do pick out the Nancy from the garbage walls, and ready to spit up on them and getting a little bit on them, but actually not as much as I think they were hoping for, as Nancy gets a good amount of distance there.
Yeah. And I do want to say, Petroleum definitely has a strong survivor squad here, it looks like. So I'm interested to see what they can do.
Absolutely. And with that said, they do get the Lori through the crack there. Absolutely fantastic job. And I will have to do a quick Alt-Tab as I forgot to copy the score screen over. And I do apologize for that, folks. We will get that score screen fixed momentarily. Painless.
I was just gonna say, it does
Absolutely
actually.
painless.
I was just gonna say it does look like she did lose a chase there on the Lori.
It
on
does.
Momo there.
Yeah, it does seem that way, and I think you are correct. And, I mean, to be fair, you do, I can understand trying to spread out the pressure a little bit, not wanting to commit this early on, you know, get your infection spread out, make sure the survivors are injured, make them question, are they going to bother cleansing, you know, kind of question their strategy a little bit, put some pressure on
Right,
them.
and I was just gonna say, for survivors, the cleansing is where it could actually screw up a game too.
True. I don't imagine they'll start cleansing this immediately. Generally, in these comp matches, survivors wait a significant amount of time before starting to cleanse. You usually see like what the pressure scenario is. Only cleansing if they need to get an unhook potentially.
Right. Well, even then too, because if they do get the unhook, sometimes let's say they cleanse and the survivor on hook is not cleansed, they just waste the pool there.
Potentially, but I mean, if you don't, then the killer gets to contest the hook, and you can't really do
true.
even a hook trade. So
That
it
is
kind
true.
of makes
I
sense.
didn't
They
think
are
about
going to
that.
get a really strong hook here, back in the back of this map, and this might be a bit of a nightmare scenario for them to try to unhook. Are they going to drink up immediately? Okay, no, they're not. Okay.
Just gonna say, it looks like they were gonna grab it, but they second guessed themselves there. It looked like.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it's not a bad idea because, again, they have that worship tablet. That's an additional 20 seconds. So the Plague with the worship tablets has 60 full seconds of power, which is the length of a survivor hook stage. They could drink up and hold that, but I think they want to try and save it, as that is a prime pool to hold on to. That is a very good location for it. It looks like they're actually leaving this side of the map. They do get the center gen done.
I don't think they broke the 3-gen, no.
No, they have not. They have not even
have not
begun to
yet.
break the 3-gen. There's a very good chance that we will see a 4K, and it's a matter of can they get 4 gens or 5 gens done. I think they're ready to drink up. They're waiting for a survivor to come in, because again, the survivor on hook has no collision. 2nd gen going down for these survivors. We might even see a 3rd one, as there is no deadlock. Yeah, survivor on hook has no collision when it comes to the corrupt purge, so the Plague can just shoot through the survivor with impunity and get the injury, forcing a hook trade, and even forcing an unsafe hook trade, and even maybe getting 2 downs. So how did they sneak a survivor past there? That is incredibly impressive. Great job from the survivor
I was just gonna
squad.
say that is impressive, and as you know, definitely some good communication probably going on in the petroleum voice chat there.
Absolutely. However, Nancy is a prime target for tunneling, trying to see if they get a cheeky pot shot in the middle, but it doesn't seem to be the way. Wanting to threaten the chance of getting a, oh no, they lost the 50-50. And unless there is a pallet stun here, there might be a pallet stun with the ace coming in. They're not going to get it. They're going to take a hit instead. And this is death for the Nancy. Uh-oh.
That's so unfortunate for Note, you know, at 3 gens there.
It really is. And Survivor over here caught out, trying to come back here and break this 3-gen during this time, doubling it out. That is a really good amount of progress, and they almost had it. If that Nancy's chase lasted any longer, they would have been able to break this 3-gen. However, now I'm wondering if they can even get 4 gens done, because this is going to be really difficult with this Plague.
Okay. And looks like we just got it down there with her power as she kicks the gen and gets blast minded.
Cheeky little blast mine play here. However, I don't know how they're going to come back, or this is going to be really difficult.
They're definitely putting a lot of, the killer's definitely putting a lot of pressure on the other killer for the next set there.
Absolutely. They do finish a 3rd generator, and with that said, they did manage to get the middle gen done, so it's not going to be really feasible for the killer to guard that far gen, but that does mean that unless something goes very wrong, this killer should be able to hold a 3-gen to a 4K potentially. And then we're going to have to see if there comes an exit gate or hatch play in the meantime. However, there is a survivor. I believe that is the Lori.
I believe you are correct there. Yep, you are. That
Lori.
is Momo playing as Lori.
one thing worth noting is that the gen is yellow over there. I think we just saw a survivor run back. I think Ace might actually sneak back for the unhook, and I don't think they caught that. Unless I'm wrong.
I don't think they caught that. It looks like you're still locked on the lorry here.
Yeah, they'll get the hit over the pallet. Okay, let me put it this way. At least for the survivor's sake, I hope that the Ace was sneaking back there. I thought I saw them. If that's not the case,
oh, now Ace is just going back there, it looks
no.
like.
Yeah, they're
And
at
I
the...
think-
oh no.
I think Zaka definitely saw that too.
Yeah, okay, so that was just my vision play. Mind me, yeah, they are over here at the shack. This is looking to be a 4K, and they're not going to be able to finish that gen on the far side. If that's the case, we might be looking at a 4K at 2 gens up, which is actually a really strong win condition
It's
for this
impressive.
team.
Yeah. It looks like we're gonna have 50-50. Oh no, bloodlust.
They have a really good setup here with this long wall right next to it. You can run back to this pallet. Oh, they get the 50-50 this time, though, and there's the down. Unless you can bleed out for an entire 3-minute period, I think the Plague has nailed this 4K at 2 gens up, which is, again, such an incredibly strong showing from this Plague.
It is. Looks like he's trying to find where he downed the lorry, maybe?
I think they're trying to see where the lorry would have crawled, because again, if you're trying to crawl through this map, you're going to do it along the edge and try just to make sure that this lorry didn't crawl to the other side. As again, these survivors are fresh. You don't want to give a bleed out here. You're going to be losing a lot of points.
Right.
A bleed out will start you of a fresh. If a fresh survivor bleeds out, that is 3 points that you don't get. Now, granted, it's better than
And
last season where it's 6 points you don't get.
Right. What I was gonna say too, and that's 3 points that could make or break the game too. In the end, if it comes down to it.
Indeed, and I'm surprised Lori's actually hiding quite a bit here.
Mhm.
I'm kind of I thought the grass twitched there. Oh, they do find the lorry though. However,
Momo tried to hide it. It looked like.
oh wait, lorry's fresh. Never mind. I was about to say they have to get back there quick now. There's 60 seconds. Yeah, this should be a 4K
Lorry is
unless
so
something crazy
fresh.
happens.
Yep. Plus, the ace. Well, actually, the ace was by Killer Shack, wasn't he?
Yes. But yeah, the survivors, again, not allowed to Kobe unless they have Deliverance, which Deliverance, I believe, is
Right.
banned against Plague.
Yeah.
Yeah, now
Well,
it's
what
a
I was
matter
going to
of...
say is he could crawl the hatch once if Cheryl died on time, but
Yeah, if the... I think the other issue is, too, that you have to be careful here for the killer is... you wait out 6 seconds for Lori to die, and then the question is, did the survivor try to crawl to hatch because you were looking for them on the ground? Or if they didn't, you get the hatch, but then Ace only has a minute left before they bleed out, which again, fresh
It's a fresh
would
one.
deny 3 points.
yep.
No sign of this Ace so far. About another 20 seconds before Lori goes to second stage on the hook, which gives about another 15, so about 30 more seconds before they got to go to hatch. Where is this Ace?
Looks like they're already starting to kind of inch towards hatch, but
Yeah, this Ace has had out really well. I'm just trying to see if we hear him, if I see any crows, anything, and
I was just gonna say, I'm trying to see.
there they are.
Yep.
Flake saying, "I see you."
And it looks like the ace was trying to get to hatch.
They're kind of making their way a little bit. They're constantly blocking line of sight, but they do end up getting found in the end. And that will be the 4K at 2 gens remaining. Also, I just realized, look how tall Plague is compared to that tower. Plague can effectively see over it.
Mm-hmm.
That is insane, but with that said, that will be the 4K. 2 gens remaining, and now it's all on Petroleum to see if they can match it. This is a really strong start.
It is indeed.
Yeah, that will be 24-6, and now it's all down to Petroleum with their own Plague. Can they... This is going to be a tough tie condition. A very, very tough tie condition.
I'm kind of excited to see who they have playing the Plague.
I do too, honestly. That's a very good point. I don't even know if we saw Bamboozle come to play there, but regardless, yeah, essentially what Plague's going to have to hope for here on Petroleum side is can they possibly spawn the 4-gen? There is the mythical 4-gen. We've seen it once today. Oh,
Let's hope.
yeah, for their sake anyway, but with that
All right.
said, that will be the end of trial number 1. 24-6 going into trial number 2. Petroleum versus Eternal. Petroleum coming back with their own Plague, and we'll have to see how it comes out on this mirror match. But with that said, taking a short intermission here, we'll get a replay going for y'all again. Thank you all so much for tuning into this match. All the bits, all the subs, all donations, all the as you watch, and of course, again, all the rogue energy that you buy using code COTF greatly helps out on the back end and keeps me fed. Anyway, we'll be back in just a minute. Stay tuned, folks. everybody. Welcome back to trial number 2. Petroleum returning with the plague in this mirror, and it's now up to Eternal to see if they can get that 4th generator done to snag this round number 1. I can't today. I don't know what's up with me. I haven't drank enough Rogue apparently, but with that said, we'll be loading in very shortly here, hopefully, as DBD has been a little bit smooth the past couple games, hoping that consistently stays the way it is, and won't have to wait long as we are loading in on the plague. What side of the map did they spawn is what I want to know. Looks like at a shack side. Did they get the mythical 4-gen?
Did they? I don't.
I can't seem to get this. Well, kind of, yeah. That one's a little bit towards the middle, but it's way more shack side than middle as it is next to this, what do you call this, tractor? See a survivor in the hill in the background, and yeah, they kind of got the 4-gen they need. It's close. I have to see if survivors are able to sneak back here or not. Honestly, I'd be checking lockers. I wouldn't put it past them to jump in a locker. Interesting. I think we just heard a survivor drop down. Yeah? Or do they jump in a locker? I can't tell. There's scratch marks there briefly, but not seeing anything else. Survivor is running across the side of the map now, so they are going to be on shack side. Looks like it is Jake. Also, I don't remember last time I saw Jake in comp.
It's been a while. I feel like
been.
it's definitely been a while since I've seen one.
It's definitely overdue, I might say, and yeah, getting the tip of that. Also worth noting is that they have both
agree.
their pools over. Actually, they're gonna have 3 pools. They actually brought double apple. I guess they're really wanting to hold down the side of the map and not wanting to give any chances. There is an ace back there as well. Not wanting to commit to it though, just gonna reapply their infection, and survivors, I might actually head back to the other side of the map and wait out this corrupt.
Which, you know, is kind of smart there. I did see a gen getting worked on there, though, it looks like.
Yeah, there is a little bit of progress on this gen. And it is ace. Will they stick around? Going ahead and infecting this. They didn't infect the window, though, but they did get the infection through it regardless.
Yep.
First survivor infected. The question is, are they going to be able to sneak survivors on the other side and start working on gens, as the infection on those gens should be up in a second.
Right.
Good zone there and dodge from the ace. Imagine they'll be taking an M1 here and heading to the shack side. Yeah, other side of shack. The survivors need to be over here doubling or tripling a generator. I think. I don't know. I actually would have jumped off this chase a little bit ago. I think this is a bit too long. We might see that one of the 4-gen go. They haven't checked it. They're still on this chase. This might be. I understand they need to get it down, but I don't know. The killer inside me is screaming, "Go check the gen! Go check the gen!" I'm scared it's gonna pop. This ace is doing a really good job making this chase extend as long as possible.
This ace is definitely doing a really good job.
Yeah, and look at that. This gen is firing away. 3 pistons going. As is this gen. This gen's gonna pop. Killer is able to get there just in time to prevent it from popping. And it is now fully infected. I take the infection and go for it. Yeah, this killer picked the perfect time to get off that generator as it was about to finish. Oh my goodness, that gives me anxiety seeing how close that gen is to finishing.
Right? Because easily a survivor can probably go back to that. Oop, we got.
Is that Calm Spirit?
A nice smack.
There's the pallet stun, yeah.
And the blind to add some salt to that wound there.
Just a little bit. However, that gen's still regressing, and it's yellow, so that might be a it's still yellow, and that's not eruption, that's Call of Brine. Survivor's playing this super methodically, not going back here to finish these gens, going to let them regress and kind of reset.
Again, the whole cleansing thing comes up. I know they're not going to cleanse this early with 5 gens, but...
Oh no, there's nowhere they're going to give the plague that much power.
Right.
You only have so many pools to cleanse from that are on the opposite side of the map before you have to start giving the plague really good places to cleanse. Insanely good dodge there from the Jake, avoiding an early injury in this chase. Another great dodge.
Oh, not so great there.
Bait there. This Jake is walking on thin ice. However,
Very.
they need to be careful. This could result in that other generator finishing, and they do finish a gen on the 4-gen side. Deadlock preventing the other one from being done. However, that's another gen that is so close to firing. This is first hook coming in. I think the Plague might start to lose their grip on this game a little bit, as that is a lot of difference. Look how close that gen is to finishing.
That is very close. So, looks like we're gonna get a kick here. Oh no!
No, they finished it in their face!
Damn. They finished it right in their face. That's more
However,
salt being added.
they need to be careful. They get the unhook, though.
Damn. And
Yeah.
that is the, yeah.
Without that unhook, I think they'd be in trouble, but because they managed to sneak a survivor back there, get that unhook, their 3rd gen should be popping momentarily after the deadlock comes off. There's a lot of pressure going on. Deadman switch as well, but not for long.
Followed by Brian being applied there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is
Second
insane
easiest.
here.
This looks insane for survivors too.
Yeah, if 3rd generator popping, that's not even the one that was being worked on it necessarily. Yeah, it looks like these survivors are going to be able to slowly grind out this match. Oh, man.
It seems like they're speedrunning a little bit there though.
They were making sure they had a lot of generators primed and ready to start popping. So yeah, the first like 4 minutes of this game was a lot of nothing, but now the gens are flying as the preparation's finally taking its toll. And as soon as Deadlock comes off of it, unless they're able to get the hit, no, they're not. I see the 4th gen popping in the near future as
I do as well.
yeah, and it's not even the one that's on this side either. These survivors have effectively done possibly 7 generators worth of gens.
I do see in our chat here people hate cleansing and plague.
I mean, I get that. I get that feeling.
They'll be dead on hook and still won't cleanse sometimes. That's
Yeah.
from Liz there.
Yeah, like again, it's situational. The issue comes from when a survivor just immediately cleansed after being infected. That used to be the strat, was just mass cleansing, but people have figured out just cleanse when it's necessary. Don't always cleanse, but if
And
you
it looks
have
like
to.
Speaking of cleansing, it looks like the Nia did. Nightlight did.
It looks like, yeah, it kind of makes sense. I think they're preparing for the end game here, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
When the end game comes around, everybody cleanses at once. And so I think what they're doing is they're getting a survivor ready to go to the exit gate and be healthy, so they can't be one-shot.
Makes sense.
Or
Good strategy
possibly, maybe expecting ooh,
Ooh.
good down there. Worth noting, too, is that something to take into account here is, despite the fact that, yes, Eternal will take set number 1, in the event that Petroleum is able to take set number 2, and then set 3 ties, it all comes down to the set points in total. So trying to 4K here is still really good in case of a tie scenario. It'll help your points
Right.
in the end.
It definitely would.
Second hook there for the Nancy. Heading back towards his other side.
Which
Yeah,
I
they're
might
going to
note,
triple
the
this
Nancy
gen
was
out here.
The Nancy was our last plague. The Zaka.
Indeed, and Deadman switch, forcing both of the servers off this generator. However, not sure where the Nia is. Looks like Nia, yeah, getting the unhook in the other side. Oh my goodness, the patience on this Jake is insane. I would have vaulted that 3 times.
I would have
for that.
vaulted and I probably would have been down by now.
Oh, absolutely. Again, these survivors just playing incredibly patient and oh my goodness, and greedy.
So many
Patient
whiffs.
and greedy.
Yeah. Now we got a 50-50 going on here. Ooh.
Oh my goodness. This survivor going absolutely insane over here. Plague like, can you stop it?
Right? Light skin's probably saying, yelling at his computer, stop!
Indeed. And with that said, they are going to finish that final generator here. No bamboozle on this Plague, and there we see the first cleanse. We see a second and third. Yeah, there's the second.
There's a second. We're gonna see a third.
Most likely. However, they might be taking care here not to give the Plague their power.
Right?
As if you obviously
Oh,
if you
true,
cleanse
if you
all.
use all 5. That's right.
Yeah,
or
there's
four
the first out.
yeah.
There's the second out. Are they just saying, you know what, Jake? If you can make it to Shack and get the hatch, that'd be great. Actually,
That's what
they
they're saying.
might.
That's
No,
exactly
it's on the other
what they're
side.
saying.
It's on the other side.
And nope, not gonna.
Not gonna be able to get it. So I believe this is first hook for Jake.
I believe you are. No, it's second hook. we saw a hook for him.
You're right. Second hook, yes. That will be just uploading the puke that they weren't able to get out earlier in the game. But yeah, that's gonna be a 5-stage 1K. Incredibly strong showing from Eternal in this first set.
Definitely.
And with that said, Eternal will be taking the first round victory here as we go into second set in just a moment. Worth noting, second set's going to be a little bit wonky, where this one was a Plague Mirror, and a good Plague Mirror to boot. I really enjoyed these games. We're going to be seeing a little bit of a different schedule going on here, as we're going to be seeing a Nemesis right off the bat for Petroleum.
And I'm actually kind of excited to see what their mindset was behind that, you know.
I kind of in the same boat. I'm, especially because, not to spoil things too much, Eternal said, Executioner. That's what we're going to play. And it's like, Nemesis and Executioner, I would not say generally are on the same playing field, but we'll have to see. I mean, I've seen weirder games where a killer that I thought was like, lower tier and it came out on top, so.
It will definitely be interesting to see in it, to boot who that they're going to have played Nemi, you know.
I would tend to agree, but with that said, we'll get that lobby up very shortly for you guys. Again, if you don't know, we are also partnered with Pugdom to handle the entirety of Group B. So while we're over here casting, Pugdom is also going to be doing Group B. I believe they've got a bunch of games lined up for tomorrow, so be sure to check that out. That is going to be a blast. I will definitely be tuning in there from time to time as, we can't have everybody in the same league, because can you imagine like if we had like 40+ teams in the same league, the nightmare scenario? So
that would be a long days.
Oh yeah, for sure. Massive shout out to Pugdom for taking on the heavy load of Group B. And so be sure to check them out, show them some love, give them a follow, give them a sub. We'll be back in just a moment. Stay tuned, folks. everybody. Welcome back to set number 2, final match of the day. But don't worry, we got more tomorrow. We got more Group A with Guildspire, and we got more Group B with Pugdom. So again, head on over there, check them out. But with that said, we'll be loading into the Wrecker's Yard soon with, oddly enough, Nemesis. And I'm kind of here for it. You never really get to see Nemesis. I'm wondering, is this like a secret cracked Nemesis that I just don't know about? But regardless, I guess we're going to find out. What do you think?
To see how he does here, is indeed Heck, which I was not actually expecting. I was thinking it would be like Momo or someone else.
I could kind of see that. But regardless, ignoring the Jake entirely, instead going for this ace, that was a nasty hit. I can't believe that hit.
I couldn't believe that hit either, actually. It looks like he got a nasty hit there, too.
Yeah, really good job. All right, apparently secret Nemesis main over here.
now I have another thing to give him crap on.
Looks like that might be a quick and quiet on the Ace as well. Gonna have to break this pallet if they are not in tier 2 just yet. And Ace is gonna be running to the other side of the map here. Ooh, zombie!
Looks like Sally is trying to chase after the Ace as well.
Indeed, and if they zone this properly, they might actually get a hit from them. Nah, zombie not quite fast enough, as I don't see any add-ons for the zombie speed.
I do not either, to be, if I remember correctly. It looks like we got him zoned though enough. Oh, no, just kidding.
Just a little bit. Again, with the way the hitbox is working crouching, they can dodge it. Hitbox is not tall enough, unfortunately, for this killer. Ooh, by the mind games that this should be resulting in a down unless Ace has to get to sleep. Yeah. And that will be first down for this killer. No gen stun just yet, but I think that's going to change pretty soon.
I feel like that's going to change. If I know anything about Eternal, is they usually have a plan.
Oh, for sure. I'm sure we're going to see at least 2 gens over here. They do get their tier 2 from the zombie, though.
Yeah, it looks like we're working Sally. As that happened, it looks like we got a gen done right near that rock, almost in the space.
Yeah, deadlock too, so a little bit of gen slowdown here as the killer comes back to their hook. They do have tier 2, so these pallets aren't going to be as safe for the survivors. Now, the question is, yeah, Jake's going to have to take a hit here.
Again, like, this is, you know, the first time I've seen a Jake in competition in a while.
You know, I'm going to go for it. I got
actually, no, actually, I saw it the last time I actually casted a game for these guys, actually, now that I think about it.
Ace saying, you know what, I'll go down under this pallet.
They must have a plan
Oh,
here.
there's a survivor. Yeah.
Called that.
And the blind,
And the
too.
blind.
Yeah, kind of expected it. Again, Ace, really smart there, going down under the pallet, making the team play. And, is there going to be a head-on to boot? Maybe?
Maybe not.
Uh-oh. Zombie coming in, though.
We got a zombie coming in strong there.
Jake taking a hit
Jake
for
took
the...
protection hit there.
Yeah, no forced penance to be seen. Dropping the shack pallet, getting a little bit of distance.
And it's funny too, when people drop the shack pallet, a lot of people think, oh crap, they're dropping gob pallet. No, not in competition.
Yeah, no, that pallet will go at 5 gens, first 30 seconds, very easy to denies a hit. We saw that a lot, I think in the Oni match earlier. You know, drop that pallet as soon as you get a chance to. Beautiful shot there. I think this might be a Nemesis main, potentially. That gen, however, that's deadlock is very close to finishing. Another gen in the distance. Yeah, they know about the deadlock, and they're not going to give this killer anything to go on. However, this is a pretty good gen setup back here if they're able to hold this.
And taking care of Sally again, it looks like,
Oh.
maybe.
There they go. There's that tier 3.
Yeah.
Looks like they are going to get this unhook. Yeah, with the one they got the unhook here. And now the question is there a pallet for this survivor to get to, or is there anything safe? And there is a pallet. Not a smash as they don't get a lot of distance. And that gen over there, I imagine they're just going to go ahead and pop it, maybe?
It looks like someone did indeed cleanse, well not cleanse, but use the, Nemesis's thing there, the
Oh, yeah. Good hit there again from the Nemesis. And yeah, popping the gen that was deadlock. Only 1 gen left. Ace not able to get the pallets done this time. Jake, yeah, but I say Ace unable to return the favor that Jake gave earlier, and now yeah, that gen in the corner is deadlocked. I imagine it's probably going to be popped as soon as this deadlock comes off. We'll have to see. Nemesis heading over there to check it out.
I just realized we're down to the last gen already.
Yeah, the survivors have been cranking the gens here.
And looks like we're going for the unhook because I did see a survivor go.
Yeah, we do have the unhook here. That is the Ace. Worth noting is that they're putting the survivor that is it already been hooked in the way of dangers. Probably trying to make sure that this killer gets as few points as possible. They do get the down. The question is there a decisive in play here?
Could be.
Have to see, as that was a very risky play by them. No
Oh,
decisive.
no decisive. That's surprising.
But they do finish
But
the
they
last
still shot.
generator.
Yeah.
Now the question is, can they get over and get one survivor down? There's I think that's Ace on the exit gate. Yeah, this is the survivor they want to give up, as that is two survivors full stage. Nemesis has to be careful though. Another survivor coming in, either for a body block or to get that exit gate. This survivor's in a bit of trouble. Yeah, taking the no-ed check.
Hit. Yep. Oh yeah, the no-ed, yeah.
However,
No
Nia
edge.
would be a prime specimen here, as they have not been hooked yet. That would be a fresh hook from them. However, they are getting distance here, unless there's an M1. Nancy came in for the body block. We might be looking at a 3-out. There's the head-on from the Ace.
So the Ace did have the head on all along.
Yeah, they did, and that is going to be a 3-out against the Nemesis here. Maybe getting a little bit greedy and not paying off. Nancy saying, come on, hit me, big guy. Oh, man. Really, really, again, Nemesis, not the strongest killer. Again, a lot of really good shots. Like, credit to the Nemesis for the shots, but Survivor's just brutally efficient on those generators despite deadlock. And with that said, that is 6 points.
A lot of people in the chat.
9.
A lot of people in the chat are actually surprised about Hex add-on choices there.
Yeah, that's fair. I think one of them gives you more infection when you hit a zombie. Yeah, increased mutation rate when you hit a zombie. So that's why they're able to get their add-on, or they get the tiers so quickly. Yeah.
Yep. Because Liz was saying Marvin's blood. Something in Marvin's blood.
Yeah, Marvin's blood's the common one, the yellow one. Yeah, Marvin's blood's really good, but yeah, instead opting for the zombie one instead. And I guess it kind of pay off. They get to tier 3, but unfortunately, just Survivor's really efficient these days in comp, and so those gens absolutely flying. But with that said, it is now Eternal's turn to take the killer helm, and they're going to be bringing again a really good killer. They're going to bring the Executioner, and I on a tier list, I put Executioner way above Nemesis, so I'm not going to call it before it's done. You know, we play these games out for a reason, but this is going to be a very tough game for Petroleum.
This will be. So we will see how this ends when we get back.
Yeah, we'll be right back with that, so stay tuned for that. Again, all the subs, all the bits, all the ads that you watch, all this, rogue energy that you buy using code COTF really helps us out on the back end. We'll be back very shortly, folks. Stay tuned. everybody? Welcome back to trial number 4. As of right now, we're on the precipice. Eternal could walk away victorious. They just need a few hook states here. I think they need... Honestly, that's 9 points. If they fresh hook 3 people, I think that should be enough as is. I don't think it quite secures the victory, but it definitely gives them a good hook spread. So they have a lot of options on the plate here. It all comes down to this, and it's going to be an executioner once again. And I don't know about
I'm excited for
it's
this.
a good killer. Executioner is a good killer. So with that said, here we are. There is a corrupt in the back here. They immediately find the survivors. They get records here. Getting a hit immediately on the ace. That might be one of the quickest hits I have seen. Dodging to the side. I don't think this ace is very long for the world. Good dodge again. Ace is gonna be out of his mind here. Another dodge. Oh my goodness. However, that will be a down there. Man, Corrupted Intervention only get about 30 seconds. I wouldn't bring Corrupted this game. I'm kidding. That's it. They weren't tormented, so 1 bonus there, but this is going to be a very early hook against the Survivor Squad.
I was going to say the very early hook at 5 gens, so...
Yeah, they're going to have to do some work to come back from that. That's going to be a very difficult start. With that said, looking around, not seeing anything. Honestly, yeah, you could... With this start, you could literally camp this Survivor to death and you win. Okay, that's not true. You need an extra hook.
I was just gonna say, I think you need 1 more hook there, if I'm correct.
Yeah, looks like they are gonna be cat and mouse a little bit. That was a disgusting hit through the wall.
That was.
Good zoning there.
I kind of want to see the replay on that.
Maybe season 8, season 19, we might have a replay feature, but. Ooh, actually they dodged. They didn't realize that. Yeah, Lucky Break able to get them the distance there, and they're able to get away safely.
I was just gonna say I'm giving you ideas here, evidently.
Now we have a little bit behind the scenes check. We have tossed around the idea of an instant replay reel, but the problem is it's technically demanding, difficult to cut, and ultimately it's a high production asset that's gonna be very difficult to accomplish. So in the meantime, we got replays to watch in the background.
We do, yeah. Oh.
Not sure what happened there. Gonna have to wait on the ref to see what's going on. I'm wondering if that might have been a crash. I'm not really sure because
I don't even know what happened. I looked away for a minute.
Yeah, it's past the point of crashing matter. I think that might have just been a concession. I'm not really sure there. Waiting on
a
final ref, good point from the ref. That is, survivors realize they have the same build on 2 survivors, so they are going to take the reset. That is a -2 penalty to petroleum, which again makes the win con even more achievable. But I believe that might have been, they might have called that out themselves. So unfortunately they got to that point, but we'll reset and we'll be back in just a moment. So apologies for that, folks, but we'll be back in just a moment after we get this reset. All right, folks, we are back. Sorry for that. We, again, a pretty easy thing to swap over to, but regardless, that will be a reset with a -2 penalty. And we are back at it, immediately finding the ace again. Man, this killer is on top of finding these survivors.
Yes, indeed. It's so unfortunate, again, for the ace, too. If I remember correctly, he was the one that got hooked the first time, right off the bat, that first game.
It's okay. Executioner just has eyes only for Ace. No, it's all cool.
Evidently.
Ooh, and Ace also walking through the Torment there. This could result in a very early down again. So here comes the... Ooh, good mind game there.
Some dodge. Yeah. We got some good mind gaming going on both sides, it seems.
Absolutely. Oh, good double back there, avoiding the hit as it is double range.
Yep. And I think that is actually the typical add-ons that are brought in for Copper Pyramid Head. It's a double range.
Yeah, double range is really strong. It's either double range or range and the... That was a very precise hit. Notice that it was just far enough away from the rock that if you double back, you still would have gotten hit. Really well done there.
And he does get caged there.
Yeah,
Okay,
good.
for the Torment.
Yeah, good job utilizing the Torment there. And with that said, continuing on the hunt, I think they have an idea of where that Ace got caged. Again, the logic for where those spawns is pretty static, so...
Yeah, I still don't actually honestly know him, to be honest with you.
It's usually pretty much opposite side of the map, and given where the location was, the furthest opposite side of the map is over here.
Gotcha.
It's a really good job there. Just kind of waiting this out, seeing who's going to go for that uncage and be like, all right, are you guys going to go for the uncage? Are you going to sacrifice the Ace?
It looks like they went for the... Oh no, he is still caged.
Yeah, that was a Lithe, I think, trying to get distance. Yeah, I think they got a pretty good amount of distance there. They will be able to get this uncaged, but the problem is that Executioner's going to be right there to stop it.
Yep.
I would actually wait for it to respawn, because it'll respawn if you sit too close to it. And that is what happens.
And unfortunately, you don't get the borrow time on the cages, unfortunately.
Yeah, no borrow time. And unfortunately for the Ace, they were out of time. They had to go for the uncage there as there wasn't much time left. And so the cage didn't have time to respawn elsewhere for its safety. And Ada also going down as well. They can cage the Ada, immediately go pick up the Ace, and go for a second hook here. Absolutely brutal Executioner play. And again, just showing why Executioner is just such a high-tier killer, able to ignore so many good Survivor perks.
And yep, looks like we're going to pick up the H here for the second hook as another gen goes.
Mm-hmm. As of right now, if they give another hook, it is lights out. Survivors aren't wasting any time. However, Deadlock definitely going to put a little bit of damper on the Survivors' plans to bang out these gens. Not seeing anybody just yet. Yeah, seeing if anybody's going to come and unhook this poor Ace. As again, even if they get a tie result.
They might just sacrifice him too. Depending.
Yeah. The problem is that if you let this killer, if you let the survivor die, it'll be a tie result for the second one, which will be enough for a win for Eternal. Insane hit there on the Nancy. As we see, I think Nia running it. No, that is Ada, I think, running in for this unhook.
I believe that is indeed Ada. Yep. As we get that unhook again this time. Yep.
Ada
and it looks like we are going for the tunnel out.
It looks like they are going to go for that tunnel out. Getting the hit after the bar time effect.
And I believe that is lights out for Petroleum, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, this is very possibly lights out. They do have survivors, harassing the area, but that's not going to be enough, and that is going to be death for Ace. There's the third generator going down. Those survivors are not giving up without a fight.
No, they are not. No goes down.
Nasty hit. Oh my
That was
goodness.
a nasty hit through the wall, it looks like.
Very nasty hit, and that is going to be a hook here coming in for the Nancy. First hook, I think this is first hook, because I think Ada was the one that took the cage last time.
This is first hook for Nancy, you are correct there.
Yeah, really, really good job from
I do
the
see some
killer.
scratch marks there. But it looks like he's not interested in the scratch marks.
Yeah, survivors, again, they played super well, but unfortunately, again, Executioner, just an insanely strong killer here. and will be able to get the W for the team. So Eternal will be walking away here, unless something crazy happens, unless there's something I don't know about. Eternal does have the win condition here.
And it's been, you know, looks like we have the firecracker, and Zach is aware of that.
Yeah, good attempt there, and Nancy winning the 50-50. Now just leaving this chase entirely. I mean, obviously you don't want to let too many survivors escape. You're still playing for pride. You're saying, hey, look at how good my executioner is. Good job from the Lori getting the dodge. Actually, that might have almost hit the Nancy by accident. Good job from this Nancy, just leading this chase away as far as they can. Ooh, playing fire, that was very close.
And I was just gonna say, he did get just a nasty hit there through that rock too. It looks like to get the cage.
Very, very true.
The Nancy.
Cage coming in, and Jen has a bit of progress on it. However, they are going to be able to kick this down as the survivors have to go for that uncage. They do finish another gen, though. Survivors are absolutely banging these gens out. If the win,
as you said, they are not giving up without a fight.
For sure.
I've never known any team really give up without a fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair. And looks like Lori would have danced with me, getting a bit of distance there as they don't see where they went to. Jen not regressing due to deadlock, and so I'm just looking to see where the... Okay, Ada getting a reset. Not quite unhooking the Nancy just yet. Oh my goodness, that mind game. I was getting...
I was just gonna say, looks like they're leaving now at this point, maybe?
Yeah, oh, the cage is over here.
Oh.
Unfortunate. And even if the cage relocates, it's not gonna matter.
Yeah, because
there's the relocation.
Yeah.
Ada's saying, no, don't come here.
Ada giving a little light show with the flashlight there.
Just a little bit. Yeah, we see the progression to death.
Yep.
Taking some blind shots. Honestly, I've come to find that the easiest shots to hit on this killer are the ones where the survivor can't see you. I don't know why that is.
I think that's it. Maybe that's how you wanted it. You know, I know.
Maybe, I don't know. Yes, I guess because survivors can't get a read on what you're doing, but...
Right.
Good job there, not taking the hit and just taking as long of a chase as possible here. That gen was yellow for a bit, but not yellow anymore, so definitely call O'Brien there, and they do finally get that hit.
So
here comes the cage.
4K at 1 gen remaining, maybe. We just have to find Momo and where he's hiding. Oh.
Nope, they found him pretty quickly there.
Yeah.
And that will be the 4K at 1 gen remaining, so once again, congratulations to Eternal on the victory, and GG WP2 Petroleum. Really solid match. Great way to finish the day.
I agree there.
Was super fun, but with that said, this will be the final trial of the day. But fret not, we have more Group A tomorrow, and in addition to that, we have Group B with Pugdom, so be sure to stay, make sure to stay tuned for both of those as we will be starting once again 12 p.m. CST.
Yep. I'm excited for both leagues and seeing which games have to offer there.
Absolutely, but with that said, again, that'll be our show for today, so thank you all for tuning in. It's been a blast. I've been your host, littlerugaard. I'll be live tonight playing Trickster because I have no life and I play only one killer and I have problems. And with that said, Fireflies, guys, you stream as well, don't you?
I do.
All right,
indeed.
When will you be live next?
My next live, I am gonna aim actually for tomorrow night after Pugdom ends, because I do have a crazy schedule with them roughing. So.
Excellent. All right, sounds good. Well, with that said, that is our show for the day. Thank you all for watching, and once again, congratulations to Eternal on your victory and GGWP to Petroleum. Super great matches. We'll be back tomorrow, bright and early, 12 p.m. CST. You've been watching Champions of the Fog. We'll see you tomorrow.